Domestic violence. Isn't that funny? It's always a hilarious thing to watch a man beat the crap out of a woman. And a woman knock back. That's what makes it a fight. You also have to accept that there is a serious side to domestic violence. So, you know, if you've been disturbed by any of the events that you've seen tonight, then, you know, good luck to you, all right? Just, you try, don't put up with it. Don't put up with it. You just say no. No. So yeah, the film is unashamedly tongue-in-cheek, and it's kind of ironic because even though their gripes with each other are a little bit cliche, they're also quite common. So I imagine a lot of people out there, they might find that humorous because, I don't know, they've probably been in that situation, right?
What did you spend the money on?
Stuff.
What stuff?
Stuff.
I love the way that the woman, you know, she has all these different complaints with the guy, and the guy's only problem with her is that she doesn't have enough sex with him.
She just lie there.
Naked!
That's always the guy's problem, okay? That is the only problem guys ever have. We're remarkably simple like that.
Dear diary.
Even still, they kept it nice and tight. They very firmly kind of relinked it to the inciting incident of him misspending the money to when he eventually unveils the wedding ring. So again, it's just nice that they kind of made that consideration.
You were going to propose.
You know, I have got to say though, all right, it is all her fault at the end of the day. She's the one moaning about him. She's the one that throws all the plates all over the place. She doesn't have enough sex with him. He buys her a wedding ring and she goes and sleeps with Mark. All right? Just gonna throw that one out there, okay? She sounds like bad news. Just don't think she's marriage material, my friend. That's all I'm gonna say.
How dare you!
Dear diary.
You know, further supporting the comedy was the actors' very good performances. The comical timing is obviously critical, and it's an additional challenge when you're incorporating fight sequences and action into the medley as well. So the two actors were really good with their stunt work. The sound effects were nicely handled too. They were quite cartoonish, but again, there's a very important layer of comedy being added there, because otherwise it would have been quite disturbing in places.
Dear diary.
And it was very well directed also, you know, nice and fluid. The fluctuations between violence and the dialogue and the comedy are all very well paced. And despite hosting the entire movie really within just one room, the location didn't kind of get boring or it didn't start to feel samey. I liked how it transitioned from the sort of brighter area where the window area was, where they were doing the washing up, all the way into sort of the dim hallway as it eventually faced the darker sort of aspects of the story. That was very good too. The editing and the cutting is always critical in action movies. It's always a bit of a balancing act between showing the entirety of the action, but also kind of using sharp cutting to quicken the pace and add emphasis where it's needed. I'd say it's not uncommon actually for editors to speed up the footage slightly so that the fluidity of the sequences appear fully resolved, and there were a few sequences in this film that could have benefited from that. Just a 20% speed up or so, it really helps disguise that sense that you get that the actors are having to think about their next move, because it takes a tremendous amount of skill for stunt artists to execute the moves with believable speed and coordination whilst also doing it safely at the end of the day. So that's why I was kind of just surprised that they didn't utilize something like that. But, you know, overall, excellent film. I really enjoyed it, and it was very well thought out, very well paced. So it was good.